Now I'm going to add a new API. I'm going to add a API controller. Okay, so this is the I'm going to add a empty controller, user controller, and this user controller is added here. So here I'm going to have the basic thing, the basic API controller setup. So I'm going to tell this is the API controller, and I have a, API slash this one, and this is going to be a user controller. So I'm going to use the controller base. So this is something like uh, uh, the new uh, which have the extensible functionalities. Okay, so this is the one, and now what I'll do, I'm going to create a constructor for that. So here I'm going to public, I need to only um, I user service. I'm going to inject the user service. Okay, so from this user service we are going to we are going to extract all the values, like all our uh, functionalities. So user service equal to user user service. Okay, so first we injected our API. So the next part will be we are going to create a HTTP get method. So we have to create these 5 endpoints. Okay, so now I'm going to create a first endpoint, HTTP get method. Okay, so HTTP get method public I action result, and this is going to be a asynchronous method, asynchronous I action result get all. Okay, so task I action. So this I action is nothing but it will return all our you know all the uh, um, return return. Okay, okay, so first what I will do, this is going to be a complete set of list, right? So where user list equal to user service dot get all users, that's it, and I'm going to return this result. That's it. So what okay, this service is going to be avoid. That's it. Okay, so now this API endpoint is ready. Let us run this application. Okay, let's see whether we are able to get this record or not. Okay, so now it's running that application, and I'm removing the breakpoints. And if we see that, what's think some interruption is there. Okay, so for now I will remove this endpoints and I'm going to see this. So I have one API user and I will I will execute now and I will get this issue. So let's see what is this issue. Okay, so this is nothing but this interface is not registered. Okay, so the problem when try to activate the user controller, this user is not there. So what we need to do, we have to add the uh, dependency injection. Okay, so that we have to add it. So we'll go there and we have to add services dot um, add scope. Sorry, services dot add scope. Okay, so I'm adding the uh, I'm adding the dependency injection. Okay, so I have added this one and again I am running this application and this time we will be getting the results. Okay, good. So it's running and I'm going to get the users. Wow. So now we will get the user records, right, with status code 2000, sorry, 200. So we will get two records. Okay, so this is the first one and the second one will be um, okay, so what we will do, we will go to that controller. Okay, I'm going to add a new I'm going to add a one more endpoint. Okay, integer user id get user by id. Okay, I'm passing this id. So here we handle this one, right? So if we get null, then we need to say uh, user is there or not. This and all we have to add it. So in the controller, first what I will check, uh, if user not equal to null, then I will return this user information. Okay, else I will return bad request. Bad request saying user detail not found. That's it, simple. Okay, so either case we should get some record. Okay, so this is the thing. So the next endpoint will be HTTP post. Okay, so I will make it as a post. here save app user view model. So view model. Okay, so I'm receiving the view model here, and I'm passing the create new user method. I'm sending the data there, and if I get so if created created, then I will send a message saying user created successfully. Okay, if not uh, unable to create user details. Okay, so if user is created, we will send a success message. If not, we will send a error message. Okay, and then the next part will be handling update. HTTP update method. HTTP put. Okay, so this put method, what we will do, we will use integer user id comma this user information. So for the update user, and we are sending the same data. That's it. Okay, user details updated successfully. Okay, unable to update user details. Okay, the same we will be doing for the delete also. HTTP delete. Okay, delete. So here this one is not required. User data is not required. So we'll directly pass the user ID. That is enough. And user details deleted successfully. Unable to delete the user detail. Unable to delete user detail. So now we created all these, all these endpoints, everything. So now we will run again and see what are the things are there. Okay, so it's getting loaded now, and we will see if there is some error, undefined error. So there is some issue. Okay, we have to see what is that problem. Maybe this is the issue. Let's see. Okay, so I get that issue. This is because of that route. Okay, because we have two same methods. Okay, so in this case, what we can do, like, we can mention user by ID. mm, User ID. This will solve our problem. Let's see. Yeah. So this was the problem. So here, okay, I will mention. I will tell you what is the problem. So this is HTTP method with the value we have to pass it. Here we are the same get method. We can pass it without this one as well. So this is the one. So what I will do here, I will go here and I need to pass the value. Try it out. I will pass 1. So it will come. It will check the user ID and fetch that result. Okay, I will pass 5 and I'll try to execute it, and it respond with 404 and user details not found. 400. 400 supposed to return bad request, right? Let's see here. Put the breakpoint and see. Okay, null, then bad request. Okay, okay. So okay, this is because of we have to mention that return type. Then it will work fine. Uh, we will come here. Okay, so here we need to add one more property. Produces response type equal to 200. Okay, so this is the one, and this API is responsible for two kind of responses, right? 400 for bad request. Okay, these two things we will be having it in all the API. 200 or 400 bad request. Okay, so here I'm adding it to two things, and here also I'm adding two response types. So here also I'm adding two response types, 200 and 400. 200 for OK response and 400 for bad request. Okay, so let's see it here, the API. Okay, so I'm going to try out. Okay, it's sending it, turning 4 and 400. Now that message is not coming undocumented, so now it's documented. So error message is 400. Okay, so this is the one. So the next part will be we are going to test all these other APIs, right? So we have to test this one as well. So these are the two values we have to add it. Okay, try it out. So I need to test user 3 mobile number. I'm just typing. Okay, so this is the response body, and I'm going to successfully created. So let us verify that this is created successfully or not. So okay, so it is not created. So the message is saying successfully created, but the value is not got reflected. So in this case, what we have to do, let us do the debugging. Okay, so let us do that debug, and we have to go to the implementation, and we will see what is happening. Okay, so we will be getting the value. Yeah, okay, we will be getting the value, and here also we will get that value, and the new user value will be there. This is because of this date and time issue, I think. That's why it is not uh, storing properly. Let's see. Let's go to the database and see. Value is not got stable. Okay, so but it has to return some error, right? So that only it will be useful. Okay, okay. So in our case, we have to add a new user set dot created date. We have to set date. I'm stopping that application. Date time dot now. New user dot created by API or some user will make this. Okay, okay. The same we have to do it in that you know, the update user as well. Otherwise, we will get we will be missed out these values updated by. So this is the basic values, right? So I'm going to save this value user 3, and mobile number will be 3. Okay, I'm adding this one, and I'm setting the values, and it's coming here. So it successfully returned. So we need to see. Uh, so now there is some serious issues there. So we have to debug completely. Otherwise, we will not get this. Okay, we have to save the changes. That is another important unit of work dot complete. Right? This is the important one. So we added the record, but we haven't stored it. Right? Okay, so where result greater than 0, then we can return true, else will return false. Okay, so we need to save this record. That is important part that we forgot. So for this one as well, the same way we have to do it. Okay, okay, I'm doing that. Okay, if we go inside this method and we will see, you know, we will see the data context has been changing. So this is the important one. So this one we have missed out. So now we added that, and we will run it again. Okay, so now we will do the testing now, and test user 3, and mobile number will be 3. So it's coming now. So it's adding now, and the result is 1. So it is success. So now we'll see get a response, and we'll come here and see in the database it's stored successfully. Yes. So this was the actual issue. Okay, the problem will be that one. We didn't save this one. So that is the important part. So we stored it, and it's good. So the next part will be updating this one. So, so the next API is going to be the put API. So the next API will be we need to try it out for the third user. What I'm going to do, I'm going to update with this one. Okay, I have some extra mobile number, right? So this one, and I will be updating the username. Okay, so the same username to 3. Okay, so what I will do, I will make a request now, and the update records are get updated now. Okay, so let's go and verify the record. Wow, instead of creating, it got added. This is a problem. Okay, so what we missed out, let's go and see. In the update user, we have that user, we have to set that user ID. Update user dot id equal to user id. So now what will happen, the identity will identify by default the user is there, that will be updated. Okay, so let's try that now. So see, it got updated. Okay, so I'm going to give a try now and make it 3 and test user 3 and the same user ID is 3. Okay, so okay, so now we got some error. Okay, so this one we have to fix it. Let's see. Ah, this was the issue. Okay, I get it. So we got that user and we'll remove this user. I stop this one. Mm, So dot full name equal to user model dot full name. Okay, these two are we are going to change, right? Mobile number and the same mobile number we are going to update, and now it will work fine, I guess. Okay, so these two are fine now. Okay, fine. So I will run it again. So in this one I will take again, make it as 3 3 and user is 3. Okay, so it is got updated successfully now. Let's come and see the database. Yes, it's got updated successfully, and the API method also, the date and time, everything will be correct. So let's update this one. Okay, we'll make it as 4 4 and this 4. Okay, okay, fine. So it's got updated correctly. Okay, this is fine, and now we need to delete this. Let's go and give a try it out. The fourth user we are going to remove it, right? So I executed, and this one is got successfully done, and let's see the user is got removed or not. Yes, so the user got removed successfully. Fine. Okay, so this is the one. So in our case the fourth user will be removed successfully. Okay, this one we have to remove this. Mm, okay, okay, now we have to do one small change so that it can be accessible correctly. So I will write the route here, users, so that it can be users slash uh, all users. Okay, and then here I will make it as a uh, slash id, uh, users slash id, here as well the same. Create new user. Users. Users. Create new user. And then and put also we have to um, users slash uh, user ID. The same will be for the delete as well. Okay, let's see that outputs. It's loading the Swagger UI. Okay, so I will put one and see what is happening. Uh, so now it's coming correctly, but this users is not required because the user is already there, right? So we can remove this users so that it will be correct way of implementation API standards. So what we will do, we will just remove this. Okay, we'll remove this one slash all. Okay, see it is that user and all removed. Mm, that's supposed to not happen, right? So it's better we can remove this. For this one is not required. Get all users. That's it. Simply we will make it this one, and here we will make it as a user ID. Okay, and then create user, and here we will just remove that slash. Okay, so it's now fine. So the new API is getting ready now. That endpoint. So these are the endpoints. So now it seems okay. So let's go and update on uh, third user. I'm taking this third user. I'm adding one more zero extra zeros. Got updated. Okay. So I will initiate that, and yeah. So now that API slash this one and got updated, and we will see the result. Yes. So the results also produce the same. The database also got updated. So this is the one. And finally, we have covered the API endpoints are ready now. So, dot create get all, um, get one user by ID. Okay, so all these are fine now. So everything is okay. So maybe we can change it to user dot create. That will be the easy one. Okay, okay, this will be fine. Okay, so create get all, can make it as get all and one user, and this is going to be a user ID for update. Okay, so this is fine now, and this is the one. Okay, so now I will run that application, and I will run the same API in the postman collection. So I have, for that, what I have done, I have created a postman collection to get list of users, and this will return list of users in our API in our database, and the get user by ID API. This will return the users from the database. So if I change the user ID, and it will provide the new user ID which we have requested. And also for this one, to create a new user, we can use it this API. So let's go on the verify that record is created or not. Yeah, so the record is got created, but here I have noticed that this is not a, JSON response. So the client supposed to get the proper JSON request. Okay, so this is something like, it's like plain text. Okay, so this is supposed to not written like this. So in that case, what we need to do, we need to change the output of that API controller. So I'm going to that API controller. Okay, so this API, there is no issue, and get API also is, there is no issue. It is returning the proper API JSON format. So the second one will be this one. So if we provide 10, in that time it will return this format. So whatever the client requesting this API, this will provide some inconsistent way. Okay, so what for that, what we need to do, we have to do it everything in the same output format method. Okay, so for that, what I will do, I will create a response object. Okay, whether it is a you know whatever it is a response, we have to make it, we need to bind it on that one, and we have to send it to the client. Okay, for that, what I will do, I will go and create um, I will go and create one service response class. Okay, that will be a static class. So for that, I'm just adding one API response. Okay, so this class, it's a static class. Okay, so it will contain three objects. One is uh, uh, result, boolean, whether we have a result or not. Result, and then the second one will be message. So if in case we have any error message or a success message, so that message will be displayed here. And if in case we need public static um, data get set. Okay, so the this t is going to be the generic data, so this can be of anything. So whether we will be having a data or not, this we supposed to make it we have to make it as a generic object, so it can be any object. Okay, so here what I will do, I will make it as a static. Okay, so here instead of result, make a status, so that it will be appropriate, whether it's a success or failure, we can identify it. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to that user controller, and here what I will do here, uh, where response new API response of user list. So this can be a this list of app user view model, list of uh, app user view model. So this result I will return it. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so I will make a normal class, so that we can directly using it. Okay, okay, so from here we will make it as a, this generic one will be object, we'll put it as a object. Okay, so it can be any object, we can set it out. So here this one, new API response, so this can be right. So here we can set the status equal to true, and message can be uh, all users fetched successfully, successfully, all users fetched successfully, and the data what we will provide, we will user list. Okay, so this one we will send it here. The same way, so let us test this one by sending. Now I'm running the application, and I'll go to that. Once the API is get ready, we need to fetch this APIs. So currently it is returning array of values. So we will be getting some standard way of outputting the web APIs. Okay, so the API is ready now, and we will consume that in the. Okay, so this is the format. Currently, we are getting it. So the status is true, and message will be all users fetched successfully, and the data will be the array of array of records. So we have to extend all this the same format for all the for all the APIs, whether it is success message, error message, whatever message we can add it here. Okay, so in that case, we have to implement the same and the next API endpoint as well. So here, I will stop this one. So what I will do, I will take this response object, and I am just giving this one to the data user details fetched successfully. Okay, so we will be returning this response. So the same response we can add it here as well. Only the thing is we have to we will make the data as null, and then we will send the messages details not found, and we will just add it here the bad request. So this will not work. Okay, so this is the API response that we are sending it now, and the same way we have to do for other methods. So I'm going to do the same here. So created successfully, and we will make it as null. User created successfully. This one I will update, and I will send that response. Okay, so this is the one, and the next one will be this one, and here. So if we need more enhancing output formats, we can do it in proper way of error handling. From the service we'll get exact error detail, and we can bind it here as well. So for the basic level, this is fine, and we are going with the next one, and we'll do the same as well here. So I will just do the same. Okay, so this is the one. So I can remove these things, and I will do that same here as well. Okay, and I am going to change the values. So it will be properly looking like so that the API can be consumed properly for any client. So I will save the changes, and I will run that project again.